Yes, lovers of freedom. We want to resolve some issues. Can you hear my voice? Those of you on Facebook, I want to see whether you can hear me. We're having a bit of technical slowdown on Facebook. Um, Let me see, my voice is coming out. Just hold on. Yes, lovers of freedom. We want to resolve some issues. Can you hear my voice? Those of you on Facebook, I want to see whether you can hear me. We're having a very um, okay. But I play Biafra national anthem. I don't think it comes out on I don't think it just let me see whether I can be able to just hold on a bit. Let me see whether you can hear the voice of Mazen Namdi Khan on Radio Biafra. Okay. It's also not coming out. The voice is not coming out from here. What could be the problem? Um, this is Radio Biafra. Let me see. This is it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Let's check something else. Those of you on TikTok, you have no problem. TikTok is not an issue.
Biafra is all he asks for. Every night and day he's shouting and pointing to one direction. Okay. But his own people are blind and saying it's causing division. Tell me why someone will sacrifice his life for you and I. Tell me why out of sight has become out of our mind. He's asking for nothing and cares about nothing for his people emancipation. No. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. He lost baby and mommy and he live for nothing, doesn't care about nothing and abandon his family. Oh. Take your time and think what is going through. He doesn't want to give up but to protect you. Even when they throw him African choo-choo. Oh no, yeah. Freedom they cannot now. Let me hear you sing. Freedom they cannot now. Freedom they cannot now. Yeah, they cannot You hate him because of envy. We love him, he's one and only. We follow him because he's ready to die for the freedom of his people. Whatever he said, it's a prophecy. Take it on your living letter, you believe. He's so fanatical and ever ready to die for the freedom of his people. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. There is a breaking news to those who never knew. Permit me to give you a clue. In the morning sun will rise. Freedom they cannot now. 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 Freedom they cannot everybody know my job is here. Freedom the canoe, freedom the canoe, yeah. Freedom the canoe, yeah. The spirit of Biafra, who did freedom the color.
All right, lovers of freedom. We are not going to waste time because of time factor. Like I promised, we are going to host our barrister this evening, and I hope he's getting ready. I will send him the link now to join us. We don't need to waste time. We have a lot of questions to put down, and some of you may have the opportunity to come in and ask your question. Normally, in a society that is so well organized, those who understand what it means to be free, those who follow the ethics of freedom fighting, those who don't dwell in superstitiousness, those who don't peddle character assassination, blackmailing, fake news, and propaganda. This is not something we should bother about. But we started asking this question because some group of people who knows that the message of 100-man committee is coming from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but because they sworn not to take instruction from him, that's why they're now pushing the agenda that 100-man committee is a group of people set out to go and unalive our people in Biafra land. You cannot believe that those who are parading this fake information are those who call themselves freedom fighters, those who call themselves the lovers of freedom, those who knew quite well that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when the announcement came in, he said, I am the leader of that 100-man committee. So you are just trying to tell us that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is forming a group to unalive people in Biafra land. Such a thing never existed, please. So let me send a link to Barrister. I'm also going to signify him that I'm here. As soon as he joins us, I hope he can also find his way here. This is a very brand new platform. I send him the link right away to join me. And then so that we can be able to flow. We have a couple of questions we're going to ask our barrister, and I hope the question that I have here will also say the mind of Biafrans. In case you also have something to put down, you can as well put it here. Let me see what I have here. I hope I still have the message here on my phone. Just hold on. Okay, it's good to have a backup in case okay. Somebody who's watching me on Facebook. Okay, yeah, join them. We don't have time to entertain. We don't entertain idiocy, okay, brother? I'm very sorry. I'm gonna remove you. We're not here to cause commotion. Some of you don't deserve to be human being, but I don't know how to go medit to allow many of you to be here. I block you. You can go the other side and cause propaganda. If you have a very conflicting question you come in. We are here instead of writing. You want us to follow people to dwell in such. Okay. Let me hit on to Barrister. Let me see. I have those of you on TikTok. Hold on a bit. Let me do something. I'm gonna return back to you. What is going on my phone? Okay. Okay, I'm back. I have the message here. Let me just confirm something here before we go on. If at all TikTok will not work, I'll have to come back to TikTok. Okay, it's supposed to work.
Hello?
Yes, Barrister. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes,
Good evening.
yes. I send you a link. I don't know whether is it proper. If you want to join out by visual, is okay. But if you also want to remain audio, it's no problem.
No problem. Let me check the link.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Barrister will check the link to join us on our studio, so that we can be able to ask him some questions. I have a lot of questions I map out which will accommodate some of your worries, because I know your worries have been on social media. We want to know how important this 100-man committee is to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We want to ask Barrister, are there members made up of existing oath and non-registered IPO? We want to know those. We want to know whether this is for causing chaos in our land, to create calamity where we come from, which I don't think is so. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu cannot create. Okay, I think Barrister will join me here. Let me see if I can bring him to the studio. Okay. Just hold on. So we have a couple of questions. If many of you still have your words, I think let me bring those of you on Facebook your comment. I'm not seeing your comment. I think let me bring your comment here. Yes, let me show your comment on the screen so that I will not be. Yes, I thank you, brother. I see Ferdinand. I see Chidera. I see Anthony, Mary Zube. Order, Abkaos, I see you. I know all of you, brother. You're also welcome to my platform. Yes. You can say it's Barrister that jail him, no problem. We have no issue on that. Unu gekwetere na kibazo. Anyị ga-eme unu na-ekwete. Anyị chọrọ igwu ihe a na-akpọ consistency and tenacity. Kwa unu kụziri anyị na. That's what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu taught us. Don't move. Akwa agha elu kwa ala kwụrụ nga ekwu. We know they go anywhere. Anyị chọrọ idonata anyị manager the constructive stubborn. Manu is proud of us. The fight we fought. You remember? You were so proud. You want me to change in that direction? No. Let's see. Let's continue to wait for our barrister. At least he's also available. Even if I cannot bring him on the screen, then we entertain him. The voice is audible. Anybody that have any question that is confusing, please don't hesitate to join here when we commence, or you can drop your message and their message will be relayed. Now, you believe is important initiative in this new phase of the struggle. In fact, for me, what matters is what is this 100-man committee all about? That's all. So that let him, he's the one that got the message. Maybe how he relayed the message, some of you did not understand it. Okay. Let me be very careful so that I will not have him without knowing that he's here. I greet you. I see Chiwendo Nicholas. I greet you, our sister. Amechi, you are here. Yes, all of you are welcome, brothers. You are welcome. You are welcome to the platform where we know that the people that are holding us are Nigerian government. Those that are holding Mazinak and the British government, we don't blame individuals. We don't blame. I can never blame you. I cannot blame this lawyer. They are human beings like us, and they are living in the dungeon. And they studied in Nigerian schools, practice, confirm their qualification through the caprices of the educational system of Nigeria. They were hired to do the job. They are not powerful than the state. They will do what they're supposed to do. The power lies in our hand. In our hand, we are the government. We speak as one body, one mind, one soul. We make an impact collectively. But what people do is start blaming individuals. Ijimarko, Stetekwem lawyer have taken bribe. They are Nigerian agents. They are the one that are causing problem in our land. Barrister, let me still call you back again. If it is difficult to connect, and then we will now use voice since I can get you. Any question, I'll be very, very careful to see I didn't skip any question. Methuselah, this is the young from TikTok. Okay. Thank you for your good work, Obata Obie. Thank you, brother. You got the number. Good evening, Barrister. Yes, Barrister is coming. We just want to ask him all about 100 because people are giving this wrong narrative on social media about 100-man committee. Even they said that I'm the leader. I'm the head of the 100-man committee. You promote him. Ordinary me, that is nobody. I have no position in this struggle. I hope you are aware. I have no position. So the way people are just elevating me, the thing, even sometimes I begin to look at myself. So am I so important like this? Even people are bomb see because no one is platform naga now. Because I'm popular demand. Oh no, madam. I'll go to no payment, no bribe. Say, okay, please try to advise. I saw where they posted me today again. Please, you should continue. I'm going to continue. In the GCK. Oh my God. Okay. Barrister is here. Hear a sound. Let me see. Somebody is here. Let me see if I can be able to. This is somebody is here. Just hold on. I just hear a sound now. I will invite a guest. Some of you that are on Facebook can also try as well. Let me see. Let me remove this one to see what I can see. Okay. Somebody's here. An interview. Okay. The noise keep on coming and going. Baritka, can you hear me? I think he's trying to join. I'm hearing sound. Just hold on a bit. I think let me allow this to. I'm still monitoring when somebody's here. You know, my hair brand new. Hair brand new. About brand new. So, but I got the time I'll just Have you seen me? Yes, Barrister, I'm seeing the
Driver.
Barrister, can you hear me?
Whose wife was shot dead.
Hold on. Onion Duchere. Barrister is asking me if I can see him. I'm looking for. Just hold on. I'm looking for. Okay, let me communicate with you here. Have you seen me? Yes. Just hold on. Stay there. I want to stay there. I'm trying to bring you in. I don't know what is going on. He's coming, he's going out. He's come, he's go out. Okay. Asadema, you are there. Asadema, let me see whether I can be able, if you are there, go to, because normally badges are supposed to appear here. Go to badges, just hold on. Let me paste this thing here. Those of you that are watching me from YouTube, if you're watching me from YouTube, try if you can be able to come in, even if it's audio. Yes, Meto is brand new. Yes, it's brand new. We are trying to get acclimatized to it. Let me go here. Noise is coming. Somebody's here, but I'm Barrister, can you hear me? Maybe the network, maybe his network. Somebody should join me on YouTube, please. Somebody, if you know your YouTube, I'm streaming on YouTube. I think you saw me yesterday on YouTube. You can switch to YouTube to see whether I can be able to see me there. One more participant join, they will appear here. No, Barrister, network is your network is not stable. Your network is not stable. If you are here, I will see you here. Our sister, if you are here, please try to join me on I want to confirm something so that I know that it's not from my own side. We can also hold it on audio. It's not a problem. But normally it would have been so nice. Yes, I think just hold on. Is anybody writing any message here? Yes. If he's not working, I will bring him on audio message. I will call him on phone direct. It would have been nice. It would have been nice. Barrister appears on the screen. It would have been very awesome. Okay, now let me just off this first. Let me off this. Let me off this and then let me off this to see. Okay, let me call him on audio. Very sad, but it's okay. We manage it. There's noise, but I cannot see him. It is connecting. It is connecting. But I cannot our sister, if he's connecting, then just join. I just want to see you here, like I tried the other day, you know. Image, screen share, video presentation. What is the noise coming? Noise is coming. Somebody's here. Can I send it? Yeah, send a request. Send a request. You can send a request if you are on YouTube. Send a request. It doesn't matter. Send a request. Send a request. Yes. Okay. I have. Oh, yes. Send a request, brother. If you're on YouTube, send a request. I want to see whether the problem is coming from Barrister. I want to see whether. No. I don't mean somebody send a request. I don't mean on TikTok, please, brother. I'm not on TikTok here. I'm talking about Facebook, not TikTok, please. Not on Facebook. If I cannot bring him, I'll call him on phone, please. I think but I'll be very sad. I'll be very sad that we cannot hook this program like we slated to hold on here. But we tried this thing earlier on and all of them function. We need hold on. Somebody I asked them, I said you should add me on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube, I see people watching me from YouTube. I just need to add me on YouTube so that let me bring you in. Let me call him. Let's talk on let's use now voice. I don't want to waste time. Time is going. I don't want to. Let's just use let's use time to no. Facebook is working. It's working, but it's just that I want to be sure that it's not from me. I wanted to be sure that it's from Barrister, but it's not from your end. It is from Barrister. Yes, network problem from Niger. Yes, because he come here. But I just want to confirm somebody here to know. I want to see somebody. Somebody should request and come up, so that just like our brother from Russia did last time, I welcome our brother here, and then let me paste the link here again for those of you that are just joining now. You are requesting. Are you requesting from Facebook, our brother? You are requesting from here, okay? No. It's okay. Let's go by audio. Let me call him. No time to waste. We can do that later. No time to waste. Okay. Somebody's here. Asadem is here. He's from Barrister. I can see you, Asadem. I no need to bring you on the screen. I think you told me not to. Yes, Asadem is here. You can hide. Okay, Nemeka is also here. Okay. That's nice. Our Barrister is here. Okay, Barrister is here. Let me bring him in. Okay. Yes, Barrister, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Barrister?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes. Thank you very much. I was wondering what is going on that I think it's network.
I think it's the network.
Oh, Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remove this chat from here. Thank you, Barrister, for being part of the show. Sorry for the delay. Yes, sorry for the delay. Yes, we will not waste time. We just go through the to run out the question very fast. Yes, those of you that are watching from from TikTok, those of you watching from YouTube, those watching from Facebook, and we're also gonna connect to other platform as time goes on. The person you are seeing him today with me is an erudite barrister. Those who are trying their best to make sure that our leader regains his health, and also to project the quest upon which many of us have been agitating. Some of us know that this is our right to agitate, and our brothers that are home, they are trying their best. At least visiting Mazen Nandekan in Sokoto is not an easy job, and they risky on it. So we have one of them here on the screen. The reason why you are seeing this, but we have a lot of them that are working hard to make sure that things work well, in as much as we have propaganda and blackmail on them, but they keep on moving. So the reason why you see Barrister Nnameka Ejiofor on our screen is because of the issue of 100-man committee, of which many of you know that have been causing pandemonium on social media. So we are bringing him here because he's the one that brought the message. I believe he's in a very good position to tell us the context, because just 100-man committee, people started, lying with it and trying to cause commotion on the media space. Barrister, without overflogging issues, please, I will allow you to introduce yourself, and then we go into the subject of the day.
All right, thank you. My name is Nnameka Ejiofor. I am a lawyer to Mazen Nnameka, and I'm based in Abuja, and I practice all over Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The reason why we honor you today is also an honor to me to have you in my midst, and this is the platform that was created very newly, and that you are the first person that I'm bringing into this platform. And as school government have it, yes, it's an issue that is bothering us. Now, you came out one certain time, I think few weeks ago, you announced 100-man committee, and you talked about that Mazen Nnameka is the leader of that 100-man committee. So, but surprisingly, what has been flying on social media that a lot of people begin to ask questions because they didn't get it directly from you. Some people are not, they have the privilege to be everywhere on social media. They were thinking, what does this 100-man committee stand for? And is it truly from Mazen Nnameka? Because some people are now agitating that is another group of people set up to cause calamity in our land. So,
all right, thank you.
That's why we said, all right, sir. All right, sir.
Okay, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in your studio. And it's an honor to also speak to. First of all, I want to correct, make clear an impression. I am not a member of IPOB. I am also not a member of BRICS. I am also not a member of the United States of Biafra. I am a Biafran. I am a lawyer to Mazen Nnameka. I visited Mazen Nnameka sometime, I think, the month of February or so. And when we got there, he told specifically that he has created 100-man divine jet. The membership with the entire of Biafra land. 100-man divine project is both men and women of very high and impeccable character. They are people who have no skeleton in their cupboard whatsoever. And they are, according to Mark, full-fledged members the indigenous people of Biafra. So the 100-man Divine Project is a creation of man, and he has consistently been saying it as far back as 2018 or thereabout, that he is going to have a 100-man member unit that will handle certain things for the struggle. So the creation of the 100-man Divine Project is something that has been in the pipeline for so many years. Long ago. I guess we are now at the state of the actualization, giving face to that 100-man Divine Project. The of the 100-man projects, like I said earlier on, constitute pure oath members of IOB. And you will not see them on social media. You will not see them on social
network.
media. Okay. And none of them will identify themselves. Focus on the attraction of independence for people. So many people who.
All right, network. Nigeria. The network is hanging. Oh, Nigeria. Network is seizing. Barrister, we cannot hear you again. A lot of you on TikTok, you can hear him very well as he was speaking, but the network have ceased. Oh, Nigeria. Anaboya, Nigeria. Nigeria. Yes, he's trying to reconnect. Network is bad. Hi. I was there. Subscribe up here. When you will know watch you from home. Name a broadcast from home. Again, I will hear video. Yeah, I'll call him straight. He has quit. I'll call him. Barrister, let me call you direct. Let me call you on WhatsApp. But at least I'm happy. Because today I say my Twitter didn't work. I'm going to take more operator ordinary Restream. I'm just taking a civic age will care better. I hope you hear so about the man to shim naka. Ha parade the way and I didn't work some engineer. Ordinary take a make a live stream on my. Yes, Barrister, I'm bugging. I will call you. Let me call Barrister. I think audio call will be better. Let me call. I'm happy. Now I'm going to go more looking at my studio. Today I see idiot 1,000 teeth. I mean, that's about we engineer. Come on, ordinary live stream. On any anya catro, more detail about that mother in. Chinoka bolu no control. Let's go, Barrister. Let me call you. Let's talk. Let's talk on Barrister. Even only a crack as he was talking. Can you not hear Barrister? Can you not audio? Audio ga gamma. Instead, I met ma recharge Barrister. Mess I'm gonna mess and our just wrote data. Because I think he's about that will come back and kill Sabe Guno. The hour and them no here, more gangster. I walk on GO, so what's the GO soon up that I don't have him. Okay, she didn't hear to she's here. Okay, she didn't hear. Okay, she didn't hear now. Unu so will. I'm going to be proud of what he's doing. With any profile. Barrister, yes, Barrister.
I don't know
On his network. We can also stay like this. On network problem.
Okay, fine then.
Yeah, better. Yes.
So, like I was saying, the 100-man Divine Project is purely made up of both members, both men and women, of very high and impeccable
Character.
character,
Yes.
and also very high and impeccable disposition. You know, unfortunately, some people did not understand this. They felt threatened when it was announced. And I don't know why anybody, for instance, should feel threatened by the creation of 100-man Divine Project.
Divine.
The Master Nandekano made it specifically clear as far back as I think 2018, and was saying he wants to raise a 100-man team.
Okay.
So the team is made up both men and women.
Okay, Barrister, don't be offended. This 100-man, is it related to the aspiration he had earlier on?
Definitely. That is the whole purpose.
Oh, okay.
Master Nandekano remains very focused, but sometimes either because of break in communication or mischief, some people have chosen to misunderstand him. And it is so sad coming from his own people.
Yes.
You know, those who profess membership of the indigenous people of Biafra, they are the ones who are shouting and saying all manner of things. You know, but Mazi remains himself, he remains focused, and he has always asked people, if you do not understand this thing, why don't you come and see me so that I can explain to you? It's not everything he will explain to you over the social media. And, you know, sometimes when he sends out messages, those messages are not carried out. So that's why sometimes he decides to use lawyers and to express the messages in public, in social media. Okay. So that's just the thing.
All right.
Otherwise, the 100-man project team is a strong team. Focus on, like I said, you won't see them on social media. They will never come to social media, but you will feel their results.
Yes.
And it's high caliber results, not just come to social media to shout and they jump up and down.
Okay. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for the clarification. I'm going to go straight again to some of the questions I have here. So I want you to have in mind, I love what you clarify. They are not on social media because people are peddling rumor that I'm the head of the 100-man committee, but which I know is just propaganda. You know, that is why this woman, the woman at home called that one lady at home, Chime is here, you know, the one that's talking there. She told them that is me, that the head. And of which, when you came out, I hear you said Mazi Nandekano is leading this 100-man committee. In other words, Mazi is the head of the 100-man committee, if I'm not mistaken, Barrister.
Yes.
Exactly.
Directly head.
Thank you.
Even because he doesn't want a situation where tomorrow somebody will jump out and say, I am the commander-in-chief, or I am the secretary general, or prime minister, or deputy prime minister, or anything. Mazi Nandekano is the head of this one.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, let's go to, I think you have even, the introduction you've made, you've even asked, you have taken care of number 1, number 2, number 3, when you said that this 100-man committee, they are not outside from IPOB members, and they are oath members, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, full oath members, yes.
Full oath members. Thank you very much. So those of you that are watching,
people like me, I'm not a member, not people like me.
Yes. So you people have heard him. The people that are going to, that have taken up these duties, they are IPOB members under oath. They can never come from outside IPOB. So in other words, it's still the followers of indigenous people of Biafra. Now, I think there was a time you came out, you said that you reported that Mazi Nandekano is happy with their initial setup and formation stage.
Yes.
With this I think he transitioned them into functional role of the movement, if I'm not mistaken, or it's just advisory.
Already they have started their work. You know, they will be working in the shadows. You will not know. They will work. You will see results. You may not know that the results are coming from them.
Wow.
And let me tell us something. This 100-man Divine Project team is made up of people from all the branches of IPOB, all the branches, all the units. And they have And they have taken a very strong oath not to divulge their identity.
Okay.
Not even me. I don't even know their identity. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Exactly.
I don't even know their identity.
Okay. Okay. I love that. I love that. You are just a messenger. A message sent to you and you delivered it.
God bless you. I'm just a messenger. So those people attacking me for being a messenger, I don't know what else to tell you.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Barrister. Yeah. Now, please, I'll be also expecting those of you that are confused. I know you don't need to be confused at this point in time. Number one, what the barrister said very clearly, those that were appointed by Mazen Namdekano to pilot this 100-man committee, they are oath member, the IPOB. Secondly, they have already commenced their job. And thirdly, they are not a group of people, created to honor life for our people. When you say they are the one, like many of you are parading, that means Mazen Nanka is the one instructing people to start unaliving his people. That's what you meant now, because he says he's the head. So please, let's just stop. Let's just stop. And people, yes.
Let me tell us something. This 100-man committee is not. They don't have time to go about chasing anybody around. Though. These are, like I told you, these are very serious-minded people. Okay, and they will not take anybody causing any mayhem in the southeast. Whether you are IPOB member or you're not IPOB member, if you cause trouble, they will get you arrested. So they are strictly following law and order. Yes.
Okay.
They are strictly following law and order. They will not tolerate anybody causing any trouble in the southeast for any reason.
Okay. Let me. I think by this time you have taken a very short period of time to answer a lot of questions that I have. But I have people that are asking questions. Let me see if I can pose it on you. If the one you can answer, if it's not, no problem. People are asking. One of our sisters is asking here: are they replacement of the Directorate of State?
No, they are not. The Ekelaweke.
Okay.
Yeah. Ekelaweke. BOS have their job.
Okay.
They have their job. They should focus on what they are created for.
Okay.
They have their job. Nobody's interrupting their job. The 100 men they have their own job. But nobody should interrupt their own job.
Exactly.
Yes, and they're already moving. In fact, as I speak to you now, I am not even in Abuja. I'm somewhere in Asaba on account of the assignments they asked me to do. Yes.
Okay. Let me still go forward. Like what you said, what should be the global Biafrans? What should be they expect from this potential assignment? What do they think that Biafrans what do they need to do on this initiative? Because some of them are confused, to be honest, Barrister. They were even insinuating that just like those who are disgruntled are saying that these people are coming to replace their job. And I'm happy what you just said now. This is a divine project that are doing on their own, which is also for the restoration of Biafra and to make sure Mazen Nnamdi can find his way out from the place he is currently, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody's asking, are you able to clarify their peaceful role to counter the lies peddled by enemies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Like I said, whichever one that is not in your jurisdiction, you can also tell us. Somebody's asking, can their activities be clarified so that it will now, clarify their peaceful role to counter the lies peddled by enemies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Because people are peddling a lot of lies about this man.
Everybody knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man from the very beginning. Everybody knows that. And there is no how he can create an organization that is not peaceful. So it is people who want to spoil the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or the name of IPOB or the name of the entire struggle that go about causing trouble everywhere. This organization, like I said, is peaceful and it's law-abiding. And we work according to law. To actualize a nation is not by going around the streets carrying placards. There are people who do the brain work. There are people who do the intellectual work. They will focus on the intellectual work, on the brain work. They will go into high-level diplomacy to talk with government, to talk with with individuals, to talk with organizations, both local and international. So that's why I said their job is not something that will come out in social media. The only thing you will see in the social media will be the result of their job. And they have two primary assignments.
Okay.
One is to get the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through all lawful and legitimate means.
Okay.
Then the second one is to pursue the whole essence of the struggle for an independence.
Okay. I hope some of you are here. Thank you very much, Barrister. You know, the reason I made this in very clearly. Barrister is here. The man that brought out the message is here. Because a lot of people come to my platform, they just like, what about this? I told many of you I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm surprised many of you are putting on my head. I told you they are trying their best to make sure that things works. Which Barrister is not among the 100 man. So that is why he cannot tell you exactly their task, the day-to-day activity, but at least for the summary, it's all about two options: to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, and secondly, to make sure this struggle also see the light of the day. So that's why he cannot go deeply to begin to tell you this is the part A, part B, part C of the assignment. He's not the one that is doing this. He's not among the 100-man committee. If he's among, then he will be privileged to respond to some of these deep questions you are asking. But the good thing, the main purpose that I brought Barrister out to make clarification that 100-man committee are not in any way set up to cause havoc in our land, because I don't think that's a sensible being who understand why we started this movement to agree that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu created a group of people to start unaliving our people. When you people are pardoning these lies, how does it sound? And enemy help you people to promote it. Say this is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu mistake he does during the time of Simon Ekpa. He created a liberation army. This is not alive for our people. It is not. Please, I beg of you. My question is, as some of the DOS members have compromised, what is the fate of ESN to continue flushing out? This question you're asking, Barrister is not among the security architect. You want
I don't know anything about that.
Please, anything has to do with a security Barrister. Some of you don't know his job. Normally, his job because of he's a Biafran. Normally, he doesn't have any business with us. The business is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, which is the assignment given to him to do. But because he's a Biafran, that's why he even come to make some clarification on those who said that he's the one that projected lies. Because Barrister, they said the message you brought out is not from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Please, how sure is that? It's not from Mazen.
It's a very simple thing. It's a very, very simple thing. I don't know, from Lagos to Sokoto, if you go by road, it's far, but people travel it by road. The same thing from Owerri to Sokoto is a bit far, but people still visit and go there. So many people have come from Owerri, Aba, Enugu, Abuja, Lagos. Some have come from Europe even to see Nnamdi Kanu. So it's always open. I've always told people, if you want to visit him, it's a simple thing. You don't need no protocol. Once you reach Sokoto, take a bike. The bike there is very cheap. 200 and 500, highest 1,000. Take a bike, Sokoto prison, you stop. You tell them you want to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They will give you a form to fill in your name, your address, your passport picture, and your ID card. That is all. You go and see him. And visitation starts from 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So anybody, students from Usman Danfodio University have visited him, people we don't know, sir. So anybody who says that it's not true is very free to go to Sokoto and see him. And not only that, if you feel that if you go, they will arrest you, please send your friend or your brother to go. If you are scared that if you come into Nigeria, you'll be arrested, just send any of your cousins who are in Nigeria. They will go and they will bring the message. Or you call us. If you call us, any of the lawyers will direct you how you go. So many people have come to Abuja, come to my office, and then ask me, how do I go? And we direct them. We make even transportation arrangement we make for them to go. So it's open. It's better than when he was in the DSS, when nobody can see him. But now it's very, very open. Okay.
Okay.
Nobody will question, nobody will query you. Why did you come to see him?
Okay. Please, those of you watching on TikTok, if you have you see what Barrister said, very simple. If you have a question, you can come up on the TikTok, then you speak, he will hear you. For those of you on TikTok, let me just entertain those on Facebook. I think this will be I would entertain 2 questions from Facebook because we will have no time. Somebody posed a question, ask Barrister Joe for whether Mazen Nnamdi has withdrawn his statement that whatever anybody can do for Biafra to come, let the person do it. He said whether Mazen have withdrawn such statement.
No, that is why I say the struggle for independence cannot be achieved by one person alone or one group of persons. So any group that think that only them can achieve Biafra is a lie. To achieve it, you need all hands to be on deck. And that is why Mazen Nnamdi has called for unity of purpose. That anything you think you can do that is lawful and positive, go ahead and do it. And that is why the 100-man development projects are going ahead to do what they are already doing. Okay? So any group, and let me say any group, whether IPOBO, whether Brigade, whether what was the other one? United States of Biafra, which other one again? Any group at all, any person at all, whether you are a sworn oath member or you are not an oath member, if you know anything that is positive that you can do for us to actualize this dream, please go ahead and do it. There are people who are in the on the altar of God praying. It's not a Mazen Nnamdi that asked them to go and be praying. Okay, there are doctors who are busy treating our sick people, our wounded people. It's not Mazen Nnamdi that asked them to go and do it. So everybody contribute whatever quota you think you can contribute to achieve this thing. I don't know why people think if it's not my way, then it's no other way.
Exactly.
To achieve that is not a one-man thing. It will take time and it will take everybody's contribution. Otherwise, it will not work. Everybody must be involved. Everybody. So that's why I call on everybody, all groups, all sessions, whether in London or whether in Jamaica, whether in South Africa, whether in Nigeria, whether in Ogbomosho, wherever you are, all hands must be on deck to achieve what we are looking for.
All right, Barrister. Yes, I think you can see it now. Some of you are here. I'm even surprised. Is it the kind of species we have that are looking for freedom? Barrister is here, and Barrister have clarified something here that if you are doubting whatever message he is relaying to those of us outside, that there's a way you can reach out. You are still here asking me, you need proof. You want to hear Mazen Nnamdi speak. Oh, you want Mazen Nnamdi to release him to fly to where you are and then send you the message and go back to Sokoto. Is that what you are asking? Somebody made a clarification here. You are still asking another question that you need a proof. Barrister, if you go back again, tell our leader that Ike will decide, because the people that listened to his voice many years ago, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. The thing is disturbing.
The truth is that we are very hard people to deal with.
Yes.
Okay, we are just like the Israelites. Despite the miracles Jesus did for them, they were the ones still shouting, "Crucify him, crucify him." The same thing when Moses was trying to lead them out of the land of Egypt. Along the road, they were the ones who said, "Please, the suffering is too much. Take us back to Egypt. We are better off in Egypt." Okay, so that's Israel for you. Even in current Israel, look at the war with Iraq. Look at the war with Hamas. Hamas came into your country and killed a lot of people. Your soldiers went after Hamas, killing them. Some people are protesting against Israel in Israel. They stop the war. Then why these people are trying to defend your honor, your integrity, your life, your existence. So it's something, we have the same character with the Israelites. We are very hard people. Even God himself said it, that these my people are too stubborn. But God will help us. By the grace of God, by the time we balance very well, it will be positive things coming through. Thank you.
Okay. Without wasting time, Onyoma, if you are here, please, I would like you to come up. Gosife, please. If you're on the comment section, I want you to request, even if it's 1 minute you have here, it can be a way of appreciation, because you're also one of those that are making things happen in the outside where all of us belongs to. our sister is asking a question. You know, Barrister, I know you are aware that we have a conflict. Messages coming from some individuals who may have the opportunity to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once, and since that time, people are taking information from her as if maybe she's also one of us. How I wish you were a member. I would have put some question, but I think you are not a member. But that our sister, Lol, since the first time she visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you in any position to know if she have gone back there again? Because she's the one that caused a lot of problems.
She has not gone back.
Okay.
She has not gone back there.
I don't know. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aware of the message he's passing? Is he aware?
Well, I think some people printed out some documents from her and showed to Mazi, and Mazi is not happy at all with some of her publications. And Mazi is not happy at all with some of her publications. I really wish she can visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again, so that maybe have a discussion with Mazi and then hear what Mazi have to tell her. But the little I know, Mazi is no longer happy with what she's saying.
I'm aware.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Barrister. Asadima, you are here. Please unmute yourself. Ask question to Barrister. I think you had someone call you to come.
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Hello, Barrister. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm not an IPO member. I'm an Igbo woman. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I love IPOB. I love Biafra. I love our freedom. So, yeah. My question is, it borders on the problem going on. I don't know, does Mazi know? Is he aware of what's going on? And what is his take on it? I understand that he has called for reconciliation, but nobody, I don't know if that, if people listen to that, if people take heed to that. So my question really is, things are getting out of hand from where we are standing as non-IPOB members. I don't want to ask a direct question. I think I'm just asking, could anything be done by Mazi? Anything else? I know he's in prison. He can hardly come to speak to anybody. But things are really getting out of hand. So I'm just wondering if Mazi is aware of how things are going outside here.
Yes, I think he receives briefing from visitors. Those who visit him, some people print out things from the social media and give to him. And he reads most of them from the printouts that are presented to him. So he's aware of people's reactions and responses. And he has made efforts to bring reconciliation amongst all the groups. He has tried to reconcile the DOS with Omuada USA, with IPOB women in USA, ambassadors for self-determination, with all the groups. He has tried, but it appears difficult. And I'm sure the difficulty part of it is because Mazi himself is not outside directing and controlling it. But be that as it may, I told you this 100 Mind Divine Project team is made up of people from so many, all the groups, all the units. So he's trying in his own little way to bring about that reconciliation amongst the people. He does not remove the identity of the individual groups. They retain their identities, but whatever they do, according to Mazi, must come under one flag, and that flag is the IPOB flag. They can answer whatever name they want to answer. They can bear whatever title they want to bear, but whatever they do or show out in public must come under one flag, the flag of the IPOB people.
Okay. Asadam, I think your question has been taken care of. Barrister, I will not overflog issues. I will not waste your time. I think let's just entertain like 2 or 3 more questions. I think we'll have to call it a day. Bossman, you are there.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome, brother.
Yeah, Barrister, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Barrister, please, you said that Mazi is not happy with the lady, Chimezie, right?
With her comments.
Yes, with her comment, right?
Yes.
Is Mazi really understand that the wife is still going close to the woman that he's not happy with?
Well, I've not seen Mazi because the day I was coming into Abuja was the day the wife went to meet with Mazi. I don't know what his reaction will be now because I've not seen him since. I understand she granted an interview to the lady. I've not watched or listened to that interview. Okay, and I haven't seen Mazi since then to know his reaction. But talking for myself, if I'm not happy with somebody and my wife goes to grant interview to that person, well, I do not think I would like it. I would prefer a neutral person interviewed her than the person I have expressed displeasure or the person I found his or her interview not in line with my visions and aspiration. Okay, so I wouldn't know what Mazi's disposition would be towards that interview. But for me as a person, I wouldn't want my wife to do that.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Barrister, for a very sincere and direct question to that.
Thank you very much, Barrister. Okay, Barrister, because
hold on, Ochendo. I think somebody came before you. Hold on, one after the other. One question, please. Okay. Imperial Fifi, please unmute yourself. One question, just so that we call it a night. Yes, go on, Imperial.
Thank you, sir. I greet everybody. Good evening. I greet you, sir, Barrister.
Good evening, ma'am.
I don't know if there were one there. I want to ask this question because this has been, sitting, everyone's been hearing this propaganda. It might come across as an unnecessary question to yourself, but, I think to eliminate and to dispose of, these lies that are put in on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our great leader. I've always said it, to me, he's my Messiah. And my allegiance is with Biafra and more so under the direction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I need this clarification from you if it is possible. There's this propaganda that is going round that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a owner of the IPOB, that he's just a leader, like a marketing face, someone that talks for the organization, that he has no power, no control of any of the decision makings that happen inside IPOB. That if any decision making that he has, it comes from a board of directors, which I believe they're referred to as DOS, that him alone cannot make a decision on his own. And that that him on his own cannot make a decision, and any decision that he wants to make, that it has to go through the board of directors, and them themselves can overrule him if they don't deem fit of his decision or what he wants to overrule him. So my question to you is, which is just for me, just to summarize. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu our leader? Is he the owner legally of IPOB? That's my first question. And my second question, when he makes a decision or he wants to pass a rule in the organization, can anyone override him on his decision? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I think Mazen Namdekano remains the leader of IPOB. Mazen Namdekano remains the leader of IPOB and directs the affairs. Whatever it is that he does is within his prerogative. Okay? Now, Mazen Namdekano created the indigenous people of Biafra. Mazen Namdekano created the indigenous people of Biafra. Mazen Namdekano appointed members of the DOS. So the person by law who appoints also have the power to remove.
All right.
That is what I understand in our laws in Nigeria. If I appoint you as my director, I can also remove you as my director. Okay? So nobody can overrule Mazen Namdekano. It is what Mazen Namdekano say. But if you are not happy with what he says, and you try to convince him, and it didn't go down well, and you feel you cannot cope with it, then the best thing is for you to leave or resign. That is how it is done in civilized society. Okay, so a servant or an appointee cannot be greater or stronger than his appointer. Thank you.
Imera, thank you for this clarification. Thank you.
All right, thank you, our sister. I have a lot of people that are on request. Was if you ask a question, I will kindly plead with you to also step down. Because Barrister, I have to thank you very well in a special way. I will get back to you for you to honor this invitation at a short period of time. Our people need it. Our people are yearning for some of the things we are lacking, which is clarification of some of the things. Even though you step out from the role you are playing and also go extra ahead to also brief us to some of the things that we know. I'm happy it's coming from you. At least you have the ability, you have the opportunity to visit our leader on a time that you have a meeting with him and to talk to him. And I believe you know him too well and what he stands for. So thank you for coming around. Let me see. Ochendo, please, very fast. Ochendo, are you there? If you're not there, then let me go to I think Ibuamaka.
I am here.
Then go on.
Okay.
One question, please.
Good evening, Barrister. Please,
Good evening,
I just need two things. One is question, and the other one is to thank Barrister his members that is doing a wonderful job in this matter. So, please, Barrister, I overheard you when you said that the people that make up of this 100-man committee are from the different groups. If I am right or wrong, the different groups that are agitating for Biafra freedom. Is that right?
They are all oath members of the IPOB, and part of their function is to bring all the groups together.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. And the next one is that please, because in the level of freedom fighting now, I myself, I am not no more level of calling names, but please, sir, if you people have access to our leader Mazen Namdekano's wife to talk to her, please let her take time before she went to any other interview, both local and internationally. Please let her consult people before she make any other grant any other interview. Please, sir. This is my submission.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I think Barrister is not in a position to. Yes. Barrister, you asked a question.
I say I believe she's also listening to this program.
All right. Thank you, brother Ochendo. Thank you, brother. Yes, let's go to Nsobo. I think Nsobo, are you here before Nso Bogo. Okay, oh yeah, Lolo. Lolo, go on.
All right.
Go on very fast.
All right, good evening. Good evening, Sir Metusela. Good evening, Sir Barrister. Please, my question goes this way. Before Mazi traveled to Kenya, who knows about it? And why they kidnap so long before announcing it? Please.
Our sister, I don't know what. Yes, okay. Barrister, please don't be offended. If question, because what we agree today is based on the 100 mark, that's the reason why I brought you. But if any other question coming in, then if you choose to answer, it's okay. If you choose not to, no problem, sir.
On this one, I wouldn't know because at the time he traveled to Kenya, I had not joined his legal team. Okay, I had not joined the legal team. No, I joined the legal team in 2017, but that was after he had traveled. So I wouldn't know what or why or exactly when he traveled. And I wouldn't know who knows. As at the time he was kidnapped. But I know I was in Oka. I was in Oka attending to the case of Ifeanyi Ejiofor because you remember Ifeanyi Ejiofor's house was burnt down and some people were killed. We sued in the Federal High Court, Oka. I was his lawyer. I was the one who advocated in that case from the beginning to the end. And we got judgment on his behalf. So it was after we left court that afternoon, we were driving to his village in Orifite, that somebody called us to find out if we are aware that Mazen Amikano had been kidnapped. And we told him, no, it's not possible. We were doubting it until we got a call that confirmed it from Maxwell Opara, who said he saw him physically in court, but the DSS prevented him from coming close. You know, so I don't know the circumstances under which he was kidnapped or who knew that he was kidnapped. But, you know, stories have been going around, but I prefer to remain on my lane. And that is just to do the legal thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Barrister. Our sister.
All right, thank you, sir. Because nobody knows. The wife didn't know and DOS didn't know about it. So that's why I asked, who knows? So that we know.
Okay.
So you people know and read it from us. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you, our sister. Thank you, our lovely sister, one of us. Barrister, I have my own question before I forget, so that other people just very snappy. Barrister, when this I think it's discharged and acquitted. Let's just go by that because even though we are hearing that it was discharged but not acquitted, even if it's discharged acquitted, we are a little bit confused. Who make a move again to appeal? Is it immediately was discharged? Is it immediately was discharged and acquitted? Then another people take over, or it's the same people that went back, please, sir?
Thank you very much. You know, our people have been so many times. Our people have been deceived by English language. I was in court the date throughout the Court of Appeal matter. I was in court. I also participated on one or two occasions. Mazen Nambikano was discharged. The case was struck out and he was discharged. If you read the judgment, you will not see anywhere where they wrote acquitted.
Thank you.
He was discharged. But we believe that upon discharge,
yes,
they should allow him go home. That on the 13th of October, he should have gone home to his house from the court there. But unfortunately, they did not release him. Letters were written by Chief Mike Ozekome to get him out. The DSS refused to release him. Now, the DSS the federal government, through the Attorney General's office, now went and filed what you call stay of execution. When they filed the stay of execution in the Court of Appeal, Ozekome was leading the team. At the moment they filed that stay of execution, Ozekome and team, of which I belong also to, will fought against it, filed processes challenging it. But the Court of Appeal used civil procedure rules to determine criminal matter before them,
which I believe was wrong, completely and totally wrong. That you cannot stay anybody's fundamental human right unless there is a pending charge against the person. So at the time they filed the stay of execution, there was no pending charge against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when they filed that stay of execution using civil procedural rules, the Court of Appeal granted it. It was Ozekome that argued that case. They granted the stay of execution, which means we cannot release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So Ozekome now filed, okay, then the Ministry of Justice now filed a notice of appeal to the Supreme Court. We also filed a response. I also was in that case. If you check the law report, you will see my name. My name is also on the list of lawyers that appeared for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Ozekome was leading us. Ifeanyi Ejiofor was in that team. We argued it in the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal agreed with what we said. They said Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's rendition from Kenya to Nigeria was criminal. It was wrong, but that they cannot stay, they cannot, because of that, say, don't go back to trial. So Ozekome was leading us when the court, in fact, Ozekome was leading us when the court entered that judgment. Are you with us?
Yes, yes. Hold on, please. Hold on. We are just sister mute. Hold on, go on, our barrister.
Yeah. So Ozekome, Chief Mike Ozekome, Chief Kanu Agabi, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, myself, and other lawyers were members of the team when the Supreme Court said we are going to send this case back to the trial court for the trial to start afresh. Okay. Yes. So it is not the lawyers. It is not. It is not Chief Kanu Agabi. It is not Chief Mike Ozekome. It is not myself. It is not Ifeanyi Ejiofor or any other person. It was the Supreme Court that ruled in favor of the Attorney General of the Federation and said we are going to send this case back to the trial court for you to go and stand trial afresh. And that was when the case was sent back to the trial court, to Binta Nyako. And when they sent it back to Binta Nyako, that was when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told Binta Nyako, you cannot go on with my case because you had already removed your hand. So send me to another judge. And that was how we were sent to Omotosho.
Okay.
So all these stories, people have been talking all manner of things. That Aloy Ejimako was the one who took the case back to
yes.
How can Aloy take a case back to court? Is Aloy a judge? Aloy was not even part of the legal team in the Supreme Court. His name did not even appear.
Aye.
It is Chief Kanu Agabi, Chief Mike Ozekome, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, myself, and other lawyers. The law report is there. It's reported in the Nigerian Weekly Law Report. I've forgotten the part. It's reported. The names of the lawyers who appeared is there. So leave Aloy Ejimako, even though people don't like him so much, but for this one, he didn't do anything wrong. He's not the one who transferred the case to Court of Appeal. It is not me. It is not Ifeanyi Ejiofor. It is not Ezekiel. It is the Supreme Court that said the Attorney General won.
Okay.
That we should go back for retrial.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Barrister.
So we went back to retrial.
Okay. Barrister, what would have happened if Mazi refused to go to court? Just he said, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to listen to the Supreme Court.
If he said he will not go anywhere, they will not push him, but they will try him in his absence. Just like they did. During the last hearing, he was taken out of the court because he said the judge would not go on. So the judge said, okay, please take him out. They took him out and the judge continued with the case. So if Mazen Nnamdi can say, I'm not going to go to court, the court will go on without him. The court will go on without him.
Thank you.
The law already has things in place.
Thank you, Barrister. This is one of the things that have been disturbing us. I hope many of you are listening. Who do I have next? Ibamaka, please go on.
Yes, Mazimetu. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
And good evening, everyone. Barrister, good evening, sir.
Yes.
You are highly welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know that some of the questions is not really what you are here for, but please permit us to disadvantage to ask some questions that have been bothering most of us here.
It's all right.
My own is that In the previous weeks, we have been, having misunderstanding amongst us, and some of us, though I'm not an IPOB member by oath, but I am an Igbo lady and I am a Biafran. And so because
me
of
and you
this
were the
reason,
same
we will not keep,
Yes.
we will not keep quiet, concerning the whole thing, because we are all in this together, whether you like it or not. As long as you
Yes.
are a Biafran and Igbo born, you are part of this movement. And so we all supported, most of us supported Mazen Namdekalo, if not all, but I know that majority of Igbo people supported what Mazen Namdekalo is doing. And so quickly, there are some people who have been saying that Mazen Namdekalo cannot give order from where he is now. And because of that they are not going to take order, from him, because he is there. So I want to know, because you are the Mazen Namdekalo's one of his lawyers, so you know more than us. You know him. You have been with him. If not now, all right. So does Mazen Namdekalo know about all of these things that have been happening, especially the misunderstanding amongst the IPOB members, the oath members, and the DOS? Does Mazen Namdekalo know about all of these things? And what was his reactions and about him giving order from where he is now? I think my question is clear.
All right, our sister.
Yes, very, very clear. Thank you. I've tried to answer this before. Mazen Namdekalo knows about the challenges, because people who come to visit him, some of them print out these documents from the internet, the conversations on the internet, they print it out and they show him, and he reads them. He reads all of them, their comments. Those who call him Onyoshi, those who call him all that they call him. He will read some of that, he will laugh. As a matter of fact, I won't call the person's name. There's one particular person I got out from prison. He had been in detention for more than 2 or 3 years on account of the struggle. I brought that person out. That person was also one of those that was saying unpalatable things about the Mazen Namdekalo. And the Mazen Namdekalo saw it and was like, look at this one too. And it was he who said, well, Julius Caesar was stabbed by his friends. Julius Caesar was stabbed by Brutus, his friends. So he's not surprised that these things will happen. And he has always told them, I will not be the one to disappoint you. You will be the one to disappoint me. But sometimes we are all human beings. We are carried away by emotions. Some people, because of emotion or because of their feelings towards your relation, will decide to put the blame on you yourself. If my brother, for instance, did something wrong, instead of you to talk to my brother, you are attacking me. So I think Mazen Namdekalo is in such precarious situation. And unfortunately, there's something he can do. Then as to whether he can give directives from where he is, yes, he can give directives from wherever he is, provided he has somebody or people he can pass the directives to. So once he passes the directive, it's for those to whom it has been addressed to work with it. Unless they want to prove stubborn, unless they want to show disloyalty, then they will ignore it. You remember that some time ago, Simon Ekpa made the same statement that they will not take instructions from somebody in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, you will also note the statements and the comments by members of the IPOB. They almost swallowed Simon Ekpa. So now they are saying the same thing that Ekpa said. So what has changed? The question is, what has changed? Is it because Ekpa is not there to say it, and now they're the ones saying it? Is that why the whole thing has changed? So I think all these things is just part of the human nature turning on. If you feel there is no leader, then some people might say, okay, since there is no leader, we'll just do the things we want to do, anyhow we want to do it. Nobody to question us, nobody to caution us. But our advice, a house divided against itself cannot stand. It has never stood. Even the Bible said it. Kingdom against itself cannot stand. We have to have what we call unity of purpose. All hands must be on deck, and we should be focused on the ball. We should be focused on the ball. That is the only way you achieve distance.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Like I said, I have a whole lot of people on the queue. If you ask question, let me just disengage you. I can be able to. I think we have Commander. You are here. Commander, you're welcome. Go on with your question.
Yes. I greet you, Barrister, and everybody. Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
Barrister, as an old member of IPOB, who pays allegiance to Mazen Nandekano and also the DOS, my question goes to you. You have had a lot of people asking you questions here, and I believe majority of them are not IPOB members. So also as the host, who has gone against this struggle and also seeking for peace, making a lot of utterances that can stir a lot of problem. These 100 men, you know the IPOB have a leadership. Yes. And when you are passing your message, you come on Facebook. Yes. You just, post you just come to a Facebook and broadcast your message. Is it right? Yes. And what can you say about these people that are fighting against this struggle that are being sacked? Is Mazen Nandekano? Okay. You and I know that where he is now, there is a little hindrance that can make him be more effective than the DOS. Please, I want you to comment on this. What is your relationship with also the DOS that makes you to come on air and you broadcast your message?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. First of all, I made it clear that I am not a member of IPOB, and I'm not a member of Brigades or United States of Biafra. I am not a member. But I am a concerned citizen of Biafra land whose interest will be affected by the actions of this group. So that is my interest. That is why I am involved. Now, I follow directives of my clients. Mazen Nandekano is my client. Okay? Mazen Nandekano gives me a brief or an instruction. Say, I want you to say this thing on your Facebook page or on social media. Okay? And I say it on my Facebook page or on my social media page. That is the thing. So if he says, you see, it's not everything. Some of the messages he will tell me, tell this person to do this, tell this person to do that, tell this person to do this. Those ones are private messages I pass to those people. But the one he said, I want this one on social media. I have no other choice but to say it on social media, unless you are advising me to disrespect him or to disobey his instructions. I don't know if that is what you are asking me to. That is one. Then secondly, I believe very strongly that I am in good terms with all the members of the DOS, especially the ones that have spoken to me before or the ones I have spoken to before. And I think I have always spoken with China Samworu consistently, almost every night, unless if there is nothing to discuss. But he can call me, and there are times he will call me, we will stay on phone till 1 a.m. Nigerian time, 2 a.m. Nigerian time. We'll be discussing. Now, I believe when I say things on social media, I'm not saying it because I don't have any other thing doing, okay, or because it is sweet for me to be saying, okay. So my social media assignment is purely based on the directives or instructions of my client, Mazen Nandekano. So that is the thing. Then you asked about, okay, I've told you about my relationship with the DOS. I think it's very cordial, and I'm open to them. All of them have my number. All of them. They all have my number. So if any of them wants to talk to me anytime, they are free to talk to me. And sometimes too, if I have something to tell them, I tell them. So I don't have problems with any of them. I try as much as possible to be neutral in this thing. Okay? Because I believe everybody, they all have assignments to do, and they're trying their best. It's not easy to manage Biafrans, especially when Mazi left without leaving directives or leaving instructions. Because if Mazi was not kidnapped, as he was retired or something, he would have left instruction. This is what people should do. This is how to go about this. But the way he was removed, there was no way he could communicate with, the gentlemen who constitute members of the DOS. So they are trying their best within the limits of resources available to them. Okay. So I don't have any issues with the DOS whatsoever at all. I respect them. It's not easy to manage the group like IPOB with almost 100 something million people. It's not easy. I respect them seriously. But even as I respect them, I believe that they should form the center of unification. They should form the center of unification. This is the way you show somebody that I am better or bigger than you, is to call the person and say, oh yeah, come, let us settle. Once you do that, you have told that person, look, I'm more than this thing now, I'm more than this quarrel, we are quarreling. We can settle it. It shows you to be the greater person. Okay, unless if you call the person and say, no, I'm not going to settle with you, okay, then you can leave the person. But the IPOB, the leadership, they have a lot of work to do. All these splinter groups everywhere, they should bring them all together under one umbrella, under one flag, and move.
Okay. Thank you. Did
you answer me about the SAC member? Because they are the one propagating this reconciliation. Why not go direct to the DOS? You didn't answer me that.
Okay. You said what? Sorry, what about the SAC members again?
Like Methuselah, the host now is a SAC. It's not an IPOB member.
Hold on. Barrister, these are the people that are causing problems. I will not remove you. Hold on.
No.
I will not. Barrister, I can bring you because of him. And I want to prove to him that he's a liar. I will bring him the letter. The letter they wrote to me, which is illegal. It was suspension. You are going to see it here. Just to prove to many of you that are watching, I want you to go and bring where they sack me, where they sack Methuselah. And I'll give you a letter of where they suspension, illegally, like I said. And it doesn't stop me from broadcasting, it doesn't stop me from interviewing our barrister, like he himself is saying he's not an IPO member. So you should not be worried. If barrister is an IPO member, then you get worried. He's not an IPO member, and you are coming here to begin to lie before the host, which is not proper.
Methuselah, please.
Yes.
Just allow me.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not privileged to know those who are sacked and those who are not sacked, or those who are suspended or those who are not suspended. I'm not privileged to those informations. When they sack somebody, they don't copy me and say this man has been sacked.
Exactly.
So I don't know. And like you listened on this platform this evening, there are so many people on this platform who are not members of IPOB. Like I can identify some two ladies that have called in. They say, look, I am not a member, but I am an Igbo woman. So I must tell us whether you are IPOB oath member, whether you are under oath, whether you are sacked or not sacked, whether you are suspended or not suspended, whether you are ESN or anything you are, or leadership, or even Nnamdi Kanu himself. All of you put together are representing people like me who are not members. It is our interest you are representing. So we are interested in what you do. Okay? We are interested in what you do. If by the grace of God you get this Biafra, it is not going to be for only oath members. How many oath members do you have?
Exactly.
If you put it to vote, the non-oath members are in the majority. Like me, I am not. My wife is not. My children are not. I don't think any of the lawyers are oath members. But that does not mean we do not have your interest at heart. And you also should have our own interest in your heart. In anything you do, anything whatsoever that you do, you must have our interest because you are fighting for us. Okay? Now, if somebody is suspended or whatever they are sacked, I don't know. But if somebody is sacked or about to be sacked, I think it is better to send a message to Mazi and say, Mazi, see what this person have committed. That is why we want to sack him or we want to suspend him. It can only take, this thing can only take a messenger to visit him. Even when he was in Abuja DSS, if you want to sack anybody, you come to Abuja that time and say, look, this is what this person have committed. That is why we want to sack him. I think you should seek his opinion. But the way these things are done, it appears as if his opinion does not matter anymore. It appears that his own opinion does not matter anymore. Of course, if you carry him along and say, this person has committed so and so offense against our code, against our law, that is why we want him removed. He will tell you, go ahead, you know him now. I'm sure he has sacked people before. So, but if you don't carry him along and you sack somebody, Mazi might start thinking that you people are sacking those he puts in power or he puts in charge of certain things so that you can control the thing without him. If you are the one, you appoint messengers in your house and somebody comes and sack your messenger when you travel, I don't know how you will feel. I'm sure you ask him, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you ask me? Why didn't you inform me? Okay, so that is my thinking. But on that note, like I said, I'm not in the picture of who is sacked or who is not sacked. I don't know anything about sacking anybody, whether they sack or they don't sack, I don't know. But whatever it is, those of you who are oath members, you are protecting our interests as non-oath ordinary, because we are still members of IPOB, whether you like it or not. Anybody who is indigenous in the Igbo land is a member automatically. The High Court, Enugu, the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Enugu High Court said that that all Igbos are members of IPOB because we are indigenous, we are people, we are of Biafra origin.
Correct.
So even if we are not oath members, we are still members, one way or the other. Even if you are a judge, even if you are a commander in the Nigerian army, even if you are DSS Director General, provided you are from the Biafra land, you are a member of IPOB, and your interest is at stake. So we are interested to know what is going on in even the IPOB oath membership platform. Or we want to know what is going on, so that if you are doing the right thing for us, we will be supporting you, we'll be clapping for you. Like some of us lawyers who are representing so many people who have been charged with IPOB and activity, which nobody, let me say it in this platform so that it will ring into our ear, which nobody is paying us money. Nobody is paying us money. So it's better, I sound it very, very clear. Nobody is paying us money to represent those we are representing. But we are representing because we feel that these people are fighting for our interests. Now they're in detention. What are we going to do? Let's help them.
Thank you.
That is our own contribution. That's our own contribution to the struggle. So I don't know his name again.
Yes, thank you, Barrister. Thank you, Barrister. I think I've done justice to that. I have displayed even the letter here before him, and this is what we are suffering from this movement. People just wake up, they begin to peddle lies. Sometimes Maxwell or Tam, MY5 working for Nigerian government. We have a lot of propaganda, so it is not new to us, Barrister. Thank you very much for the wonderful contribution. Let's go to our sister Chizzy. Sister Chizzy, please put your voice.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Mazi, can you hear my voice?
Yes, very sound clear. Yes.
Loud and clear.
So, thank you, sir, for the explanation, and thank you for being passionate about what you do. Mere listening to the clarifications you've made this evening, I think a lot of us will go home with a feeling of peace, because we've been through a lot emotionally, and sometimes it seems difficult to convince some people to reason critically in many things. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my concern because he is a brother I adopted. And what I'm concerned about is that right from the beginning, some people made us to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is incapacitated, because that is where whatever theory of not being able to read comes from. And I want to ask you a very simple question. In your visits to Mazi, during your visits to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through your conversation with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It might seem a stupid question, but I'd like you to clarify that because you've had an occasion of visiting him and having meaningful conversations with him. Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a level of incapacitation or mental instability that could prevent him from reasoning or that could prevent his ideology towards this struggle? Thank you.
Well,
but I think it's funny. But our sister is asking a very important question.
The question is not stupid at all.
Yes.
But I can assure you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a very, very correct, high mental intelligence level. He is very correct in his intelligence is very, very sound. He is not suffering any mental deficiency. Apart, the only mental torture he is passing through is hearing that people were arrested and detained and nobody is talking about them. That people who are supposed to be fighting against our enemy are fighting amongst themselves. His torture is that people who are supposed to be fighting for the freedom of their people are busy killing people they are supposed to be fighting for, scattering their businesses, destroying their products. He said that is not the kind of agitation he dreamt of. That is not the kind of agitation he was called to do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a his mental alertness, it might be better than myself, my own and your own put together even. So he's still fundamentally very alert, very sharp, very witty, very, very, very organized. And he remembers everything, including his broadcast, including the year, because he will tell you the year he did it. This thing is a calling. I think it has some spiritual undertone, in the calling. So it's not something ordinary people will manage or can manage. Sometimes God gives one the grace, and when you look at it, you ask yourself, is this man doing magic? Even me, when I sit with him, sometimes I just look at him and wonder, how come this man has all this in his head? Even now that he doesn't have access to books, to internet, and everything, he is still very, very sharp mentally. Okay, though I'm not a psychiatric officer, but with my kuro eyes, if I may speak Nigerian broken, with my kuro eye, the man where I see, sabi what he do. He is very sharp, he's intelligent, he knows what he's doing. Okay? The only thing is, if only his people can come close to him, send people, send delegates, to hear, sound him out, then he will speak to them directly. I'm sure a couple of people who have come, he spoke to them, and they went home happy and more convinced than they were before. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing. He doesn't have anything disturbing his mental alertness or capacity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I have an opportunity for another question. Just the last.
Just very fast, our sister. I just want to make it fast so that we disengage. Yes.
Mazi, I've seen some of your videos in the past when you made videos about IPOB members being freed from the Nigerian custody. And my question is going direct to you.
Being free from Nigerian custody.
Okay, yes. I brought out a couple of them out, yes.
Yeah. So my question is good because we are meant to understand that IPOB members are no longer being free from Nigerian custody. They are no longer being defended since Barrister Ejiofor, Ifeanyi Ejiofor stopped. I think that's what I understood. If I'm wrong, I think that you correct me. But the point is the legal team still at work concerning IPOB members who are unjustly held in Nigerian custody?
Okay, thank you. First of all, Ifeanyi Ejiofor has been doing wonderfully well, very, very wonderfully well when it comes to handling the matters of IPOB in court. I give it to him. He's my very good friend, no matter the waters that are passing under the bridge. He is sound. He knows what he's doing. He's a lawyer. He has released so many. On my own small corner, I have tried also to make sure that I get people out. And I think some of them I posted on Facebook, some of them I didn't because the DOS asked me not to post their faces or them on Facebook. But even this evening, two of them called me. Even this evening, two of them called me from Ebonyi and from Enugu to say to greet and say it's been long they heard my voice. I have, if I'm not mistaken, I have gotten out. I have removed people from prison, maybe more than 70 of them. More than 70 of them. What Mazi say? I should bring my files and post them on Facebook so that people will see my effort. But I don't know. He told me that in last time. I said, okay, I'll do that, but I haven't really had time, and I'm thinking whether it's necessary, to actually do that. But I have brought out more than 70 young men and women from detention. Now, I've also gone to court for so many of them I may not be able to count, and I have gotten judgments of court awarding them various sums of money, 200 million, 100 million, 50 million, 10 million. I went to court, my office went to court, and we did it free of charge. Nobody paid us money to do it. Okay? And as I speak to you now, there are about 7 of them, were in prison. 7 women, were in prison. They've been calling. I told them I was going to visit them. I'm waiting. Once I'm able to myself on finance-wise, I will travel to Owerri to see them. But I wish they have lawyers, IPOB lawyers, where that can manage those things, so that I don't have to travel from Abuja to Owerri. Okay, but some of our people, once you tell them IPOB, they say, there should be money in it, so they want to charge you a fee. And sometimes this fee is 1 million, 1.2, 1.5 million, which we have not charged. Myself, Max Wabarao, Aloy Jimako, Jude Ugwanyo, Prince Mandela Umeborogo, Ikenna, what's his name? Ikenna, forgetting his other name. We haven't charged anybody any fee, but we are doing it with our resources, with our typing machine, our computer, our generator, our fuel, our everything, our staff. They work on this. There are sometimes you work until late in the night. Then after you call people to go and serve this person, serve that person, you run around, sort all these things out, go to court. Nobody's paying you fees, even though we are not really charity organization. But some of them I go to, when I see them in prison, I give them money from my own pocket. I have about 9 of them now accused of people in Enugu prison. 9 of them. They've been sending me messages. When are you coming? When are you coming? When are you coming? They want it in Wawa military barracks. I wish there's this guy, Barrister Pius Awoke, and Chinonso, what's his name? Chinonso, forget his other name. 2 of them were released based on my chamber's effort. We went to court on their behalf. They are the 11 Abakaliki detainees in Wawa military barracks. Their offense is that they came to Federal High Court to attend the case of Mazen Nambekano. On their way going back at Lokoja, they were arrested. Nobody knew where they are. We had to trace them. And it took us months to track them to Wawa military barracks. We went to court on their behalf. We got judgment that they should be released or they should be charged to court. The federal government has disobeyed that order. So it is for us then to file actions for contempt of court. All these things, we do it from our personal pocket. And we are not, oath members of IPOB. We are not. I am not. None of the lawyers in office is an oath member. Then we are spending our money. Instead of making money, we are spending. And then when you do all these things, somebody on social media, because he has one small phone, will say, we'll be talking some nonsense. You know, as a matter of fact, there's a woman that was released on Sunday from DSS. He had been there since, I think, 2 years from Abba, Abia State. He was released just on Sunday. By our effort, we have gone to court. We got judgment. Okay? And the other, her partner is still in detention. Another one now, her case is coming up on Monday, Federal High Court. They say she was selling to IPOB members, which are all fake lies. Her case is on Monday, Federal High Court in Abuja. There are cases. There are so many cases. Those in DSS Abuja here, there are so many. And let me tell you, finance is actually stalling some of these cases because nobody is sponsoring it. And there was one I made I nearly made a blunder against my family. I used my son's school fees to do a matter, hoping I'll soon that somebody will pay me rent the next week. The person failed to pay me my rent, and I've used the savings for his school fees to run cases for IPOB. You know, I had to beg and write letter to the school to please exercise some patience with me. I shouldn't be doing that because I know we save towards that. But now I'm begging school to allow because I use their money to do IPOB case. So otherwise, ordinarily, in fact, there was a time I said I'm not taking new cases of anything IPOB. They should look for lawyers and give them those cases.
All right, it's hard.
Then we are managing ourselves and still we are working, and somebody will somewhere talk to you. There's one, I don't want to say that man is silly. They call him Ezemwa. Somewhere, I don't know where he is abroad. He will wear, because he's wearing beret, he'll be talking jazz. No. I told him, you can't use beret to get Biafra. If you want to get Biafra, come to Nigeria, let's do it together. Or bring the lawyers from your own Monna and join us. The cases are there. If you come, I'll give you, at least I'll give you 20 files of IPOB in my office. Let them do that one and bring them out immediately. It will be an honor to them to bring them out.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Thank you, Barrister. Many of you have here. That's why we have also a lot of work to do on our own side. I understand our Barrister. When you are trying your best, people are just staying in a comfort zone and begin to speak. This is what we'll get. Just like one came here and said that Methuselah have been sacked. This is what we get. In fact, they say I've been sacked by Mazen kind of 3 times before he went to he went to Kenya. Anyway, it's okay. Let's go to Igbo Defense. Igbo Defense, go on. Our sister, thank you for coming. Igbo Defense, yes, go on.
Hello, Barrister. Wait, 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Hold on.
1 minute, please. Metu, I'll report to your account.
Who is reporting?
Mute all those emoji. That's a way of reporting accounts.
Emoji.
I was before Igbo Defense, sir.
Babyface. You say you were before Igbo Defense? Oh, hold on. You are a man. Hold on, brother.
No, you're not.
Hold on. Babyface, hold on. Igbo Defense had been here, okay? Unless maybe she went down, but I know when she came up. Igbo Defense, go on after then. Babyface, no problem. Go on, Igbo Defense.
Okay, hello, Barrister. I wanted to ask you, what's your opinion and view as to the success rate or possible success of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal? Bearing in mind that we know that the Nigerian government do not always offer fair trial, is there a possibility, or do you think they are likely to give him a fair trial for his appeal? And what are your views on his likelihood of success? And my second question, if you don't mind me asking, is some DOS members either, how do I put this nicely? They're not behaving in the best way possible. They are either insulting or allowing insult to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's view on it? Is it planning to remove them? What's the way forward? Because this cannot go on. So those are my 2 questions. But my priority is on his appeal, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let me start with the last question. I don't know whether Mazen Andekano want to remove anybody for now. I don't know about that. He hasn't mentioned it to me yet. He has not mentioned it to me. But I think, to my mind, if I'm asked, I do not think removing them will solve the problem. Okay? I don't think it will solve the problem. I believe that the solution to the problem is to draw them closer. You know, when there is a break in communication, when there's an alienation, when there's a separate, people begin to misunderstand themselves. People begin to misunderstand themselves. So I think maybe members of the US have been long separated from Maz, that they no longer, that cohesion, that synergy is no longer there. So I think removing them totally may not solve the problem, but bringing them closer, talking to them, giving them explanations as to the things you do and why you do them will go a long way and a better way to solving the problem than outrightly removing. Because once you remove the person, he goes away grumbling and, of course, convincing other people that what you are doing is scam, is nonsense, is rubbish. But if you bring it closer and explain to him, he's most likely going to understand you better. Okay? Then what was the first question again? Sorry.
The likelihood, or what's your view on the likelihood of him having a successful appeal? And whether the Nigerian government will likely give him a fair trial for the appeal?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, you know, I'm not a prophet to prophesy what will happen, but I believe Mazen Andekano is working. Now, by the way, he has decided to take the appeal by himself. Okay, so he is working hard on it. We have given him suggestions on what to do and how to go about it. Of course, suggestions are not commands. If you give him suggestions, he can decide or choose whether to accept your suggestions or not. But I know he's working very, very hard on it. The records of appeal has been given to him. It was taken to him last week or so. He's working on it. But as to whether the federal government will be fair, I said I'm not a prophet, but you know that the most difficult person to wake up is a man who is pretending to be sleeping. If somebody is pretending that he's sleeping, he will continue pretending that he is sleeping. So the federal government of Nigeria, unfortunately, want to win this case by all means. They want to win it by all means. And that is why they do what they do. That is why they will continue to do what they do. To me, it is not compulsory and it's not a must that you must win a case. If you do the proper thing that you want to do, if you do the proper thing as provided for by law, it is for the law to determine whether you win it or you don't win it. But when you go out of your way to do other things, then you might force the hand of justice in your favor. Okay, so I don't know the strategy the federal government is using, but my prayer is that any of the judges of the Court of Appeal that will come across the case of Mazen Andekano should be firm and fair in their determination of that case. Because if you twist the law, then definitely you will twist Nigeria. But if you follow the law, then you are developing our jurisprudence. You are developing our law. You are developing our legal system. But if you decide to say, no matter what the law says, I must turn it around, I must not obey it, then what can we do? Okay, so government is government, individual is individual. Government has all the powers in this world, but the truth is, if you have all the powers, how do you use it? If you use it in a way that's not right, the country will not be developed. But if you use it in the right way, the country will develop. Look at the United States of America, where so many of our people are. Donald Trump made decisions, made laws. Some of them immigration laws. People went to court and challenged it and knocked it off. But this is Africa. The federal government controls everything. They control the salary of the judges. They control the houses they live in. They control the cars they drive. So we just manage whatever God gives to us. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Thank you. Am I allowed a follow-up question or not?
Our sister, hold on. Let's go to other people then if there's a time, because I think Barrister has spent not less than even getting to 2 hours now. I wouldn't want us to we spend time, please. Let's go to Babyface. After you, I go to, I think, I don't know whether this is kill you. After you, then I think Sister Up, then we now come to Million. I think that will be the end of the program. Yes, Babyface, please, one question, brother.
Yes, my brother, thank you very much. Barrister, please, thank you for your patience. And thank our sister, Imo Defense. She tried a bit to be a bit forward, but I will be a bit inside the very question she wanted to ask. I want to ask, does Mazen Nandekano know that he's been under attack by some of the members of the DOS? They go even private to his private life. They say he's squandered money laundering and squandering money in Kenya, acquisition of some properties, cars, houses, and companies. That he has sabotaged the struggle. I don't know if Mazen Nandekano is aware of this very thing. Some of the members of the US they are seriously accusing him of sabotage. I don't know if he's aware. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, Mazen Nandekano, like I said, is privy to some information when people print them out from the social media and bring to him. So the ones people bring out from social media, they print it out, they bring to him, he reads them. But it would be unfortunate to judge a man who is in detention without hearing from him.
Yes.
I'm thinking that instead of them going around the world lambasting their leader, they should keep whatever information they have. When he comes out, then they will present him with those information and say, please, Oga, these are the information we have. Can you start defending them? But if you got information and you start judging him when you know that he has no opportunity of responding to you, is that fair? That doesn't talk well of fair hearing. Okay, and I'm sure that's not the kind of nation we want to build. A nation that will judge a man without hearing from the man. That would be sad. If that's the kind of Biafra we want, then I don't know how many people want it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, brother. Yes. All right. Thank you, brother. Let's go to Queen. Go on, our sister. Just one question so that I can disengage Barrister.
No, everything Barrister is saying, I'm aware already. Is everything he said is correct. I supported everything he said, and then I wanted to felicitate you. Felicitation, like French people said. I saw somebody share me the life where Biafra child come to like giving you order to bring somebody down from your panel. Sorry for my voice, my voice is always kaput. Yeah. So, but you know who they talk.
No. Who is speaking, please?
Now, German Joy Baron.
So, our sister, you're welcome.
Yes. So, I saw that video where you told him that these people in my panel is more important than you. I come out for you there. You have been my preference. I love you from beginning. You know that. Until this devil, they can't turn your brain upside down.
It's okay. It's okay, our sister.
That your brain has come back.
No, my brain did not travel. We are where we are. We take we study things. Whatever USS goes, we study it. Is a very big challenges for us to navigate ourselves back from there, and at the same time command and control. We have a lot of things. It is good we experience it so that when we are speaking, we speak from experience.
I told you from beginning.
It's okay, our sister. Maybe on a different time. Yes, on a different time we can discuss. We have our Barrister. Thank you very much. I think maybe you don't have a question. Am I correct?
Listen. I'm a TikTok manager, this thing they are doing here, they're reporting your account. Mute it all.
Yeah,
You
but
don't know how to mute. Let me teach you.
no, I know.
You have to mute. Okay.
I know.
Mute it all just to save your account. Eh?
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Barrister, God bless you. You've been a good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, our sister. Now the last person that is here, Million Words, with your question.
Okay. Before my question, I would want to register my disappointments on what is happening. I never knew Metu till today. If I open my camera, Metu does not even know me. But there is a reason why I followed him and I listen and I share his broadcasts. Maybe the DOS thinks they can, do what they think they are doing alone. Maybe that's what they think. I see them sometimes discussing. Sometimes I go into their platform and if I compare their platform and Metu's platform, the difference is always clear. The difference is always clear. There are people, I understand. So one lady said that maybe like 80% of Igbo people are pro IPOB, and then amongst the 20% that is remaining, you have people that registered, some people that are not registered. Some of the protests that happened in foreign countries, most of us we went without even having IPOB, what do they call it?
Yes.
IPOB
Yes.
card or registry. I don't even know where their office is. But it is through teachings and awareness like what Metu is doing, and Metu has touched the soul of some people that was never even thinking about all these DOS people. And they turned around. What efforts are they doing? I know they might be fighting legally through the back and all that, but fighting each other, coming to say Metu is this, that, these things does not even make sense to me. Well, let me go straight to my question.
Yeah, please, brother.
The law, may God bless you for the efforts you people are putting in. Everything is not money. Because it has come to a point where even a middle belter knows the truth. For how long will people be deceived? Somebody will do something that is very treacherous. Somewhere else, they will tap them on the back with gloves. And then in some other places, the law will now change. Everyone knows the truth. So my question is this. A lot of people have said a lot of things about this Kano's issue. Some other persons are saying that if you people take this case to the international body, I know sometimes when they say international, we don't even understand what international is. That if they take it to the international body, that is going to like maybe facilitate the process and all that. Please, can you throw light on that, taking this case to the international body? Like maybe I think there's one in Hague or something. I know you understand what I'm saying already. Because if the circle Igbo people find themselves is not favorable, I mean, nobody, I didn't come to earth a Nigerian. I didn't even come to earth an Igbo. I was born and my parents are Igbo, so I became Igbo. So why should I be passing through hell just because I am a Nigerian? I shouldn't even pass through hell because I am Igbo. Normally. I shouldn't. Because nobody had a tribe when they came out from their own mother's womb. Everybody was tribeless. Everybody was religionless. So my thing is there a place this thing can be carried to? Since Nigeria is not doing anything about this man's case. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this case had gone to the African Union, which is an international court. Aloy Jumako was the lawyer that took it to the African Union. He got a judgment or a ruling. But unfortunately, that judgment or ruling was disobeyed by the federal government of Nigeria. And I expected the whole of those, all of us of freedom, whether IPOB or whether Brigade, whether United States of Biafra, anyone, I expected them to have anchored or to have taken up that challenge and taken up that particular judgment of the African Union to make sure that the judgment was enforced. But nobody took up that judgment. So we got a judgment and we left it in the files. The same thing, we got a judgment with the United Nations. That judgment was obtained on behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu by his international lawyer, Bruce Fein. It was the Rising Sun. There's another group called Rising Sun that sponsored Bruce Fein to that judgment level. He got that judgment from the United Nations. And unfortunately, again, all the lovers of freedom just kept quiet. And that judgment is lying idle in the files. Nobody is talking about it. That judgment ought to have been taken before the Security Council of the United Nations. And the Security Council would have either given Nigeria sanction or would have made Nigeria to enforce that law, that judgment. That, as I speak to you today, that judgment is lying idle in the files. So we have taken it before international courts. Now, the international court in The Hague cannot be approached by individuals. Usually it is a country that makes a complaint there. For instance, if you remember, I think it's South Africa that has made a complaint against Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, at the International Criminal Court. So we do not have a country for now that will come out to say, we are going to take your case before the International Criminal Court. If we had, people like Buhari, before he died, would have been a suspect or a defendant there. There are so many people now that kind of had listed who should be defendants or suspects in that kind of court. But unfortunately, all the lovers of freedom, all those who are fighting for independent state of Biafra, kept quiet. They have not moved to find a country that will help them, okay, that will help them present their case or their petition before the International Criminal Court. So these are the things that the coalition, all the lovers of freedom, I don't want to mention one group or I leave the other. That's why I say the coalition. And that's why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say, anybody who knows what to do should do it. If, for instance, United States of Biafra people mobilize a country, maybe South Africa, or look for a country and mobilize and say, help us to push this case before the International Court. It will not be bad. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not say no, because you are not IPOB, I will not take it. No. He said all hands must be on deck. Every hand must be on deck. So anything you know you can do it, provided it is legal and positive. So we need people who will move a country at least that will help us at the international courts in The Hague. We need people who will take up that judgment from the working group of the United Nations that have found in favor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We need also somebody that will help us move the one at the African Union. These are places we've gotten judgments, but nobody is talking about it. Even the judgments we got from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at Aba, Umahia, Enugu, where that, I think, where also, Federal High Court, and all those courts. We got those judgments. Nobody is talking about them. Many of you may not even know we got all those judgments. There is one again that I'm handling. It's coming up on, I think, June 8th. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu versus Federal Republic of Nigeria. When the Court of Appeal discharged him and they refused to release him, we have sued the federal government, challenging them not releasing him for that 8 days that he was in their detention. Okay, so all these things, there are cases going on, and but What people want to do is to quarrel among themselves instead of focusing on the ball. They should focus on the ball. But if you are quarreling amongst yourself, then you go nowhere. You remain in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Barrister. I think thank you so much. All right, thank you, Milan Ward. Like our brother said, I don't know you. I just only preach, and you recognize what I do. Thank you very much. Our sister, I think you pleaded for the last question. Please, you're gonna be the last person to ask a question. Those of you that were requesting to come up, please, I beg of you, just pardon us. I think Barrister has spent almost 2 hours here. Please, I never expected this even things to go in this direction. We just came here for 100-man committee questions, but you can see that he's also equal to the task, not to shy away from other questions regardless. Our sister, please, your last question, please.
Yeah, sorry, thank you, Metu. My question was going to be something else altogether, but since you brought on this issue about outstanding cases that were won, what can we as individuals do? Is what's holding them, taking them to the UN councils and the African Union? I know the African Union doesn't have much teeth anyway. They don't really have much power to be able to hold the likes of Nigerian government account. But the likes of UN Council, what can we do? Is it money that is holding you guys from taking it forward? Or is it something that you guys are expecting us as Biafrans? Because we're not lawyers, so we wouldn't even know where to begin. What can we do to try and help assist in trying to get it to the UN Council, for example, please? Thank you.
Well, thank you. What can be done is Bruce Friend, to reach out to Bruce Friend. I have his contact, or reach out to the Rising Sun. They are the ones who briefed him. They have been working with them. And let Bruce Friend prepare another document calling for enforcement. Send it to the United Nations, what do you call them? Security Council. They will now be the ones to take it off from there. Well, Bruce Friend initially was of the view, Bruce Friend was of the view that they need people that will be monitoring the Security Council meeting, monitoring the petition. If you just write the petition and drop it there, they may just ignore it because of the other bigger problems, Iran problem, Hamas problem, and all the other problems. But if you put it there, they need somebody that will be doing follow-up. Okay? They need somebody that will be doing follow-up. If we had done that maybe 2-3 years ago, by now, maybe something would have come up from the United Nations territory. Even the African Union, yes, Nigeria is like a superpower when it comes to Africa, but irrespective of how super they are, I'm sure one country like Morocco, who has been trying to challenge Nigeria in some other field, would have asked them, why are you not obeying this our judgment? Because our judgment, the judgment of all the African nations put together, and Nigeria is disrespecting it. You would have had a country that would have found this well. Maybe some country like Burkina Faso by now would have asked Nigeria, why are you not obeying the orders of African Union? Now you want to come and change government in Gambia and all the other places. So we don't take any of them for granted. We need people that will mobilize to push it at the United Nations Security Council. We need people that will mobilize to push the other judgment we've got at the African Union. And of course, pushing it, of course, I'm sure money will be involved because the US-based lawyer is going to need his fees. He's going to need somebody who will be visiting, I think the UN office, I don't know whether it's in Washington. He's going to need somebody who will be visiting the office to find out the status of the petition. They will be sending emails and all sorts of correspondences. So that's the thing.
Okay. Thank you, our sister. I think that's the much we'll take for today. Barrister, I will still get back to you maybe very soon. I think I want to thank you in a very peaceful way and for you to honor this invitation and also to have patience to accommodate a lot of questions, respective of the direction the question is coming from. I still want to, yes, on getting to our leader, just tell him that we still have people, especially non-IPO member. Non-IPO member are doing marvelously well, defending the struggle we started to get. In fact, tell him that the people that understood his message are non-IPO members, to be honest. They're the ones that are promoting him, defending him, not just defending blindly, defending with their common sense and, fighting against those who try to tarnish the image of our leader. Somebody made mention of it. I don't want to go into deeply into that. How he was buying house, how he was even some of the media who is under the directorate of state is coming out to show people where he's dancing in the club. He bought car, he bought houses. You know, some are asking him to come out and.
If Mazen Namdekan is happy, he shouldn't dance.
I don't know our barrister.
Oh, wow.
I love that. So we are telling him that we still have people that are here, very strong. We are not going to disappoint him because there's a statement he made. He said, I'm not going to disappoint you. So still tell him that we are here. We are not going to disappoint him. We'll try our best. Our barrister. Thank you very much. I think that's the much I can take for now. Rememberless, barrister. I will still return back to you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, barrister. I have to disengage our barrister. Some of you have we have a very fruitful conversation tonight. Let me tell you why I invite this barrister. This barrister, when we were having meeting, he said, when we were asking, which barrister are we going to reach out? Because that's the information we want to get from the Directorate of State. They said Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor is the one that is that's very, very friendly to DOS. And you can see him confirming it now. He said he speak to them. He have all their numbers. Then ask yourself, what changed? That man that relate to them, that man that respect them, that man that have the conversation, he hear him here. He say sometimes he speak with China Sanwo even in the 2 a.m. in the midnight. Because I remember when we asked that question, Igbo Defense, you are here. I remember when we asked the question, say, which barrister that is so close to Director of State? They said it's Ejiofor. I mean, Nemeke Ejiofor, which is him. But we are shocked to see when this man now bring out message. They started to doubt the message. Now, the problem is not that they don't know that the message come from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Their problem is that they don't want to take instruction from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's all. So, in order to counter it, they started telling you people that they created this 100-man to honor life for our people at home. Are they very sad?
My follow-up question for him was going to be, because he was saying to bring them closer, I was going to ask him what's the solution where we believe that the DOS have been infiltrated, rather than just people who are just, sort of, there's a gap, communication gap. But then he brought the issue about the appeal and the, African Union.
That 100 man are going to sort that thing out, our sister. I mean, I love what he said. There's no need of coming out to begin to say you have been sacked. You have been sacked. There's a position we find yourself. You know that you are worthless. I mean, you see yourself that you are not needed anymore. You just go on your own. I love what he said, and which is the right thing to do. Because sometimes if you come out and announce it, some people will not get it. They will think that Mazen Nnamdi is an emperor who can come out and begin to, online, you are sacked. No. The situation they find themselves and see other people doing the thing they're supposed to do will now make them to give way. When you come into a function, you see the job you're supposed to do, somebody is doing it. You start asking the leader, oh, this person is doing my job now, then what should I do? You know that their service is no more needed. And nobody...
You don't understand the African mind. The reason we have leaders that stay on power for 20 years, and despite them not doing anything and other people doing the work, is because of the African leader, the way they think. I don't think they're going to give anyway. That's my opinion. But I don't think they're going to give way like you think.
No, they will not. No, they will not. Amber, they will not. No. I am talking in the eyes of those that understand what we are fighting for. Because just like some people have given advice, Emeto, let us reduce our hand in the way we go for them. Let's continue to do that right thing we're supposed to do. So that when people are looking, they say, okay, these people are now projecting what you're supposed to do. Then these people are on busy. Now, you be a shower, you they sleep with this person. Even the people that are trusting them will fed up with them. Because you are doing that thing that they're supposed to do, they're not doing. I understand you that because they don't want to give way. They don't want to give way. Their aim is that the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have sacked other DOS and then they left. But in their own case, they go nowhere. They are here. They are not going anywhere. That is their stand. I understand you. I understand. But I'm talking in the eyes of those who are lovers of freedom. Because the voice of the people is the voice of Chukwuka really going on. I don't know whether this person that you need to come again. Barrister have left. I think Some of you have here now. About what is your name? Commander, I hope you are here to hear that this year's discharge acquitted. I've said it here before that they didn't get anything acquitted. It was just discharged, not acquitted. You hear him now. Discharged, not acquitted. You still hear him that they are not the one. It is the same Ejiofor and Ozokome are still pushing ahead. It is not even the fault of Ejiofor and Ozokome. It is the Supreme Court. So all this is discharged acquitted everywhere. Where we supposed to, where we stand. If you stand there, they will still prosecute you in your absence. Do we have any lawyer in the room before they say he lied? Map, okay, be now. Okay, be now. Okay, what could they now, brother? Okay, be now, brother. I want to you the commander, this stranded. Commander said that now. Ballast is taking it. So it's answerable to Umunamaz and Nam the Kano. That's a job for.
I love the commander because he just be frustrated. Instead of women are not where can and Subuwa. Oh, no, look at this. Hey, I hope our barrister
Pugo, yes. Pugo.
Okay,
Aqua.
I am paranoid.
Those on Facebook, I think I need to disengage you people now because Facebook is a very concise platform where it's going far and near. And those of you watching from YouTube, our barrister have gone. We just have normal Omona meeting on the other side on TikTok. So I want to thank many of you for paying attention to the voice of barrister. And then we just try to clarify some of the issues bothering our people, especially the one that revolves around the 100-man committee, which Mazen Nankan is the leader. 100-man committee is not in any way created to honor life for our people. It's not in any way to cause chaos in our vicinity. Rather, is a way to do some of the things that are not being properly done, looked into by those who are supposed to do it. And then barrister have come up and clarify it. At least those that have taken the bull by the horn, which are the 100-man committee, are still IPO member and at the same time lovers of freedom who also under oath. So I hope those have been clarified. I want to sign out from your end. Let me just recognize those that are here. Whether you are against or you're not against, no problem. So our brother, Inagonahusu, say somebody wrote, what you say, Metusala, the Biafran should abolish Osu and Ohu in Biafra land, and you will see the nation come after 2 years. Can this superstitiousness? So Emma abolish Osu, Emma Osu, Emma abolish and Ohu, Biafra in the next 2 years. Again. Anyway, thank you, brother. All your concept. I did that. I done Jideka. I see Chidera Lucas. I see Don Baron. And I think your names are being displayed on the screen. Sondabu, I greet you, brother. I see Genesis Judah. And I see Ify you say your work, Ify Banus Onubiko, Ferdinand, Joy in Joko. I think if I didn't mention your name, please, your name is on the screen. That's why I put it here. Henry Chisel, Anubike Anthony, CRL. I greet you, brothers. I have to sign up from Facebook. Remember, bless. And I remain a humble servant, Methuselah one name, sign up from the beautiful city of Vienna, Austria to be precise. We're going to meet again anytime time permit. Remember, bless.